Good morning, back again at Raan Skate Park. It's 5 to 7, although it seems like the sun isn't as high as it was yesterday at 5 to 7. Anyway, I'm going to be back again working on the 360. Probably be a bit of a more compressed video this time. There was a lot of, the first time I do a trick I like to work it out and it takes a long time and there's quite a lot of footage for that. So I cut it down as much as I could, but I still wanted to get a load of the failures and a load of the falls and a load of the successes in last time. Today I'll probably compress it a little bit more. So I'm going to be working on the standing 360s, and then once I'm, starting to get a bunch of those in a row, somewhere between 5 and 10 successful ones in a row, or maybe just like, 6 out of 10 rather than in a row, I'll start moving on to the traveling 360. So I'll just go at a low speed and then try and do 360. I hear that's a little bit easier. And then it'll be after that, if I'm happy with the forwards 360s, I'll start doing fakie 360s. So with that, let's get going. So once again, I'm going to just try doing it like round to the left and then round to the right, or at least round to one side until I'm happy, and then round the other side until I'm happy. But we'll see how it goes. Got the wrist guards on today because I'm doing low speed, so low chance of proper abrasion on my fingers, but high chance of falling. So that is why I chose the wrist guards over the gloves today. Let's My shoulder's aching from yesterday for some reason. I don't remember falling on the shoulder specifically. Okay, I'm going to start with a couple of 180s just to get into the feel of it, and hopefully we can start turning those into some 360s. Get a bit further. It's about 270. Try and get a bit more pop. Feeling good, starting to get dizzy, going to go the other way. 180s to start with. Other than casing the landing, that actually felt pretty good. I sort of got all the way around. But yeah, I'm struggling to maintain that really nice vertical axis where I take off and land in the same position. I'm often landing off to the side a little bit. Oops. Bit of a wavy, waggly leg there. Other way, getting a bit dizzy. Not bad. The water in my sports bottle isn't even, it's like lukewarm and stuff, but when you're like hot and sweaty and desperate for some water, it just tastes so good. Problem with this humidity is that all the midges are out really early. Normally it's kind of crisp and cold and keeps them in bed, wherever that is. Okay, round to the right. Oh. Oh. Still a bit flappy with the legs on a lot of those. Not bad. Not a bad save. It was a bit of a dodgy landing. Let's go the other way. Those aren't getting, they're getting better, aren't they? They're getting They're getting closer and closer. Round to the left is actually stronger now than round to the right. I think round to the right is a bit more natural and easy to control, but because it's my switch side, I'm actually struggling to figure it out, especially the landing. That was okay. The foot was over here though. That was nice. And I feel like I'm landing a bit more consistently in the same-ish place that I took off from. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, felt like the one that I did just before that, I was a bit too with my arms, but that one was a bit more. And I released the spin just as I was leaving the ground, which took me round a lot better. That was good. 1 of 1. This foot was pointing away, but that was a landing with both feet at the same time. I was balanced and I got pretty much all the way around. So I'm going to call that 1. Can't be too harsh when you're just learning. 2 of 2. That was nice. Nice. 3 of 3. Four of 4. Landed a bit over to the left though. 5 of 5. Six of 6. Call it 1. 7 of 7. 8 of 8. Am I doing too much of a wind up? I don't know. Still landing pretty close to the chewing gum there. 8 of 8 that was, I think. Oh. I was all the way around. Bit of a funny landing there. 9 of 9. Another bit of a funny landing, but that was almost more than the 360. So calling that 10 of 10. Good job. I think to the left hand side we're looking pretty good. He says. Ugh. Oh yeah. Got some kind of twinge in my hip now. It's not gone, but it's better. Okay, let's try counting on the right hand side again, just get to 10 to see how we do. Yeah, that wide leg thing, what's going on there? Yeah, too much. Feel like my head's doing okay. Maybe my shoulders are coming up a bit, like, off axis. They should be going sideways, but they come up like this, and that's kind of, my legs then have to flap to correct myself. Yeah, I focused that time on keeping my shoulders as horizontal as possible. That was better. Yes. Okay, here we go. 1 of 1. 1 of 2. 2 of 3. 3 of 4. I'll count it. No, I think if I was getting along I would have fallen. So 3 of 5. 4 of 6. 4 of 7. No, the landing was too sketchy. 4 of 8. 4 of 9. Let's try and get that nice 50%. I'm just going to do one in the other direction to counteract the dizziness. Five of 10. Bit of a squishy landing, but I was pointing straight and I wouldn't have fallen, so I'm happy with that. 50% is okay on the right. Was it 10 out of 10 round to the left, or was I being too gentle on myself? It was pretty close. Water break. Two out of 2 to the right. Kind of saving it on the left there, aren't I? Four out of 4. Five out of 5. Definitely easier when you're going forward so far. 6 out of 6. 7 out of 7. 8 out of 8. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 9. 'Sketchy AF. I'm going to call that 9 out of 10. Pretty good though on the move. Round to the right, the side that I only got 5 out of 10 standing still, so it's not like we've got a huge amount of data points, but it does seem that moving and doing it makes it easier. Certainly makes the landing easier, because you've got momentum that your feet can just drift into and make it look okay. It'll be interesting to see the successful ones versus that last unsuccessful one to see what happened. Certainly got a lot of information watching over yesterday's video about when I got it right and when I got it wrong, especially when I got it right and it was really looking beautiful and straight and my head was doing everything it needed to do. Okay, so that was 9 out of 10 turning to the right clockwise. Now we're going to do 10 turning to the left. Counts. 1 out of 1. Yeah, that movement means that even if I don't make the full circle with both of my feet, I can just whoom and keep going. That's 2 out of 2. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 4. Something weird happened with my feet when I landed there. It'll be interesting to see what that is. 3 out of 4. No. 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5, 4 out of 6. Bring it back, come on. Didn't commit to that one. 4 out of 7. 5 out of 8. Six out of 9. I feel like I'm getting the rhythm now. 7 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 to the right, 7 out of 10 to the left. I feel like I got less control over the left, which is funny because it would seem to be doing better during training. Well, the only thing to do now is get reps in. So I'm going to pause the video and start doing some reps, and I'll come back in a bit. Just straighten my little helmet. Right, so I did another 10 on each side, 10 successful ones on each side, but I did them back to back to back to back. So I've given myself a stitch and I'm really tired. So I'm having a water break, and I feel like I've made progress, so I'll record a couple more. Maybe we'll go to 30 or 40. It's pretty easy when you're rolling along just to go over and over and over and over again. The sun's kind of come up on that place that I was working on over there, and it's getting in my eyes and confusing me, so I've come over into the shade, so I'll move the camera a little bit. But yeah, I'll be right back with some more 360s. Okay, so the stitch is gone. I basically skated around to get some breeze. It's so humid. Skated around to get some breeze, practiced my reverse crossovers, and feeling pretty good. So we're going to go for 5 more on each side, and then we're just going to do sets of 5 more on each side as long as I can take it, really. It's now 7:30. Been here about, feels like longer. I think I got here 5 to 7, so been here about 35 minutes. But yeah, it's been a hell of a workout so far. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's much easier moving forwards. I'm not really getting all the way around, but it's okay. And I'm pretty sure the reason is I'm twisting my body to the side and then jumping, but what I need to do is leave the ground as my body hits 90 degrees. That was 4 to the right, so let's do 1 more before I get too dizzy. You might have noticed that one was much better, and I really focused on trying to leave the ground exactly when I hit 90 degrees with my chest. So I was squatting down and turning just so I came up, bam, on my toes just as I hit that, and that really gives you the height and twist that you need to get all the way around. Another great tip from Sean Unwin. Thank you for the video. Although it was one of those live stream videos, so it'd be nice if he could edit it down into the key parts. Maybe I should do that for him, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, doesn't count. Oh, but I'm dizzy now. Let's try. Not bad. 1 more. Oh, okay. Okay, 1 more to the left now. Those were looking pretty good, weren't they? I got 3 in a row. Normally I only get 2 on that little straightaway. Let's do 1 more. That was narrowly saved from going over backwards. Boy. So we're going to do another set of 5 and 5, but this time I'm going to go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And the theory behind that, other than it makes you less dizzy, is that what I want to be able to do is to pull out my 360 whenever I want to and whenever I need it. The thing about practicing the same move over and over in a row is that you lock in that the next move can only come after what you've just done before. So if you're doing right, 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 then you kind of, your first one's a bit dodgy, but then you get into the rhythm of going to the right, going to the right, going to the right, but it's difficult to mix that into a bunch of other stuff. You can only do it well if you've already just done a poor right 360. So doing it to the left and then doing it to the right is kind of forcing my brain to be able to pull out the 360 from different body positions and movements and stuff like that. Is the theory. We'll see if it's any good. To the right. To the right. To the left. Feels good. To the right. So that's 3 on each side. Okay, here we go. Wasn't really concentrating on those. Let's try a bit harder. Maybe I'm a bit too close to that nasty little edge there. I still think I'm on 3 on each side. Those last ones were a bit shoddy. Could be that I'm starting again without enough of a rest. Those were much better. Stamping down with both feet at the same time, leaving the ground just as I hit 90 degrees, head looking where I'm going. It's a lot easier to make your head look where you're going when you're moving along. When you're standing still, it's like, it's not so naturally obvious to your head, I suppose, that it needs to be pointing forwards. Last one, and then we'll have a break. To the right. That was actually a pretty good save from going over backwards. Here we go. So yeah, I've definitely got it, but it's going to take way more reps to get that consistency that I need. And that's 30 on each side so far. Now 22. Ooh, doesn't feel like only 5 minutes since I last looked at the watch. But that's a good thing, I suppose. I'm really enjoying this. It's such a workout as well. Yeah, shame about the humidity, but what a day. Beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to skate around a little bit, get some breeze. Nice little slide. It's a lot more fluid than the sort of stumble I often do. Yeah, it's kind of just doing the transition like this. But at the top of a ramp, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, it looks really effortless, doesn't it? Looks like I'm so cool because, you know, I'm not even trying and I'm really, really good. Woo! Nice. Right, so I got to 30 on each side. Maybe I could do more. I think I've still got some gas left in the tank, but every time I fall over, the helmet gets all knocked to the side. I think I've still got some gas left in the tank, but yeah, I'm really sweating. Really. The sun is I'm losing all the shade now. I was going up and down in here, but now the sun's actually in my eyes all the time. So yeah, I'm going to head off. Thank you for watching.